Welcome to the Zompocalypse. I hate to tell you, but you picked the wrong time to come to town. Bet you thought your world was in chaos, didn't ya?
Alright guys, number 1 as one of the top 5 most anticipated games of 2023. Not just that, literally one of the longest awaited sequels ever, or maybe just the one. We've got here once again Dead Island 2. This game is now releasing for PCs, both generation of consoles, April 21st this year. It's actually gone gold, so there's no more delays. And in case you didn't know, Dead Island 2 is set a few months after the events of the first game. It takes place in Los Angeles under a full quarantine restriction due to an even more massive new hazard.
But don't worry, there's more to this city than hours of happy skull busting. It's crawling with adventure and crazy ways to pass your final days. We've got all the usual tourist attractions, albeit with a uniquely horrifying vibe. There's loads of survivors.
You want to blast on a Trent special?
Although,
Were you getting the pizza?
they're all as mad as the flesh eaters. How'd you like me now, eh? Wait, shit! Ah!
Trust rule the galaxy.
Electronic Arts just released another new trailer. A company release date of April 28 said Star Wars Jedi Survivor is now releasing for PCs and the next generation of consoles only. Some story details, nothing I haven't mentioned before, only that the game is also live for pre-order. Moving on.
Until there is only ash.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?
Hope may feel beyond our grasp. But I think we finally found somewhere the Empire can't reach us.
Imagine. No more looking over your shoulder.
A place that's worth fighting for. No matter the cost.
Taking delivery of preparing some entertainment for you. The entertainment. Without further ado.
In case you have missed out on the reviews, guys, IGN, after having hands on this game, said Resident Evil 4 Remake is perhaps the best remake out of any genre, probably of all time, and literally everything expected and praised about the original game back and perfected to a point that you won't even have room for imagination for a better outcome. Anyway, they gave it a 10 out of 10. They considered it as the best remake in the series of Resident Evil games ever, and eventually the game is releasing in about 2 days.
What's gonna happen to me?
We gotta keep moving forward. We will beat this. Together.
Thanks.
Then come, Sancho Panza. Let us rescue the Princess Dulcinea.
You gotta hurt yourself.
Sorry, bad traffic.
This is kind of fun. Ahead.
You're kidding.
Yes, the time has come.
Like I told you. I'm gonna get you home safe.
I'm ready to die.
I might be asking too much of you.
Fireshine Games, on the other hand, came out with the news that Lies of P is coming to both series of consoles, old and new generations, in addition to PCs, not Switch, and it's going to be coming out around August this year, which could actually go up to September or a little later. We don't know. That's why we don't have a specific day for further polish. You know, it's a thing. It usually happens. However, Lies of P, I mentioned before here, is one of the most anticipated Souls-like games in which you play as Pinocchio. Here's the trailer. The game is also available for pre-order.
Finally, we meet, son. The stage is set.
the light shines brightest in the darkest of times.
All right, buddy, I'm here for you. Don't worry.
Sent with fate.
Don't give up.
Keep going.
You can lean on me if you want.
Number 5 as one of the most anticipated games of 2023, maybe even the most. Technically the oldest game to have been in development ever. We've got over here Starfield, revealed back in 2018 and ever since building the most hype as a first of its own sub-genre, touted as the action RPG space odyssey sim. I mean, you could probably tell what you'd get by mixing, or I'd like to think what you'd get by mixing Skyrim and a little bit of Mass Effect. A lot more. Anyway, Starfield releasing for PCs and Xbox Series X only September 6th this year. During Sony's State of Play a couple of weeks back and through another trailer just a few days ago, we got 2 more character reveals and a newcomer also, and just more showcasing of this game's ability and graphical changes that they've been coming out with in Street Fighter 6. I'll just leave it to that, nothing specific to talk about except this game's releasing for PCs and both generation of consoles as well on June 2nd this year.
Now, let's go.
Someone Nottingham finally came out with an update on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a testing demo that's taking place, coming our way, a new trailer, and the word that the game is coming to PCs and consoles as well August 18th. This demo test is coming around by the end of June, offering a taste of what the asymmetrical gameplay with multiplayer horror components will be like in the game. Just check it out, here's a new trailer in case you missed it.
I got the crown part right. Pretty goddamn accurate. Fuck, man, I was goddamn handsome. Back when I moseyed into Rockay, fixing to take the whole town by storm.
Coming up at number 8 from no more than a few months ago, we've got over here once again crime boss Rockay City. I've said it 1,000 times before, a game that's touted as a stealth action FPS where you mainly work to become a leader at a criminal underworld, which is also set in a fictional version of Florida back in the day, like around the time it was with Red Dead Redemption 2. Anyway, here's a trailer, gives a single player and co-op multiplayer and set to be coming out around June.
That's it, we hold here. Got one down. Yeah. Get up.
If you didn't know yet, a Diablo 4's open beta starts from March 24. That is actually, I don't even know how many we've had before, but we just went through one yesterday, and there's another one coming in a few days, and it's gonna last for 3 days. Diablo 4 is eventually releasing for PCs and consoles in its full state June 6. In its beta, however, in case you're wondering, you will be able to explore the game's prologue, technically the first act, and go as much as to level up for over 20 to 25 levels, which you can eventually pour the progress into your account when you purchase the game. Anyway, Diablo 4, just like any other game in this series, is a action RPG with an even darker aesthetic.
Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be.
Revenge is a weapon.
Square Enix just came out with the announcement that Final Fantasy XVI is now releasing for PCs, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X only. It's actually going to be the PlayStation 5 initially, and it'll release on June 22nd. You all following the series might remember the release was formerly a summer 2023. We actually got a new trailer, and also, in case you didn't know, Final Fantasy XVI is no longer a multiplayer. At its core, it's only in small portions like that. Instead, it is heavily focused on story and its campaign.
How better the truth that awaits me, I will press on. Good boy.
What do we do?
The usual. 13 years I've waited for this chance. I won't be dying today.
Come to me, Ifrit!
I am the order of this world.
At number 11, we have from a few months ago, labeled as purely an action RPG here, once again the game Atlas Fallen. Now this is actually from the same creators behind The Surge. However, this new game, as opposed to Surge, will have a Middle Eastern inspired theme with partly open world elements and bigger in scale. Here's the trailer. This game is releasing for PCs and the next generation of consoles only May 16.
I will bury you like the rest of them.
They said one drop of my blood could change everything. Free people from sickness and death.
Originally slated to release in summer last year. At number 12, we have here, in case you missed it, Redfall. This is a co-op semi-battle royale shooter from the same developers of last year's Deathloop. Maybe what you'd get, I like to think, by mixing Fortnite and a little bit of Left 4 Dead, since this game's premise is taken from bloodsucking. Lots of tales, and that every character is like a superpower, unlike the two games it is inspired by. Redfall is now releasing May 2nd for PCs and Xbox Series X only.
A company of parasites with a thirst for immortality. Bit by bit, the town was swallowed up. Missing people, dead bodies, cults.
They will come for you in the night and leave you empty.
And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, things went bloody dark. Cultists call them gods. unimaginably powerful vampires ruling over Redfall. The Hollow Man, Bloody Tom, Miss Whisper, the Black Sun. Gods created by science, but how do we stop them?
Oh, you know what? Hold on a sec. Hello, Brainiac? Is it happening now? Great. You will have Luther ASAP.
This is not really officially announced just yet, but according to a lot of rumors, Suicide Squad is getting another delay, and instead of May 26, it might be pushed to late 2023. They already confirmed that Suicide Squad will be a live-action game just like Fortnite, with battle pass and seasonal patches, but a RPG game mainly, that takes place in Arkhamverse, which is a long story anyway. Here's the trailer, the last one. Upon release, we know the game's coming to PCs and both generation of consoles as well. Except Switch.
Is alive. And he has Luther.
One damn thing at a time. That artillery is gonna wreak havoc on our front line. If there's a snowball's chance in hell you can destroy it, I expect you to. No matter the cost. Are we clear?
Yeah. Where the snowball?
Time to light them all up.
Incoming Ollie! Out of my way.
Guess Quinn ain't holding anything back for later.
Hold my beer, guys. Let's dance! Ah! That's gonna leave a mark.
Focus our fire on this tank.
Why do we never get reinforcements?
Thunder upon this tank.
Spot you, mate! Love explosion!
Up high.